Hey guys, I collect Ichiro here. I'm going to do a video of 3 of the rarest Ichiro cards I have in my Ichiro PC. The first one will start with the 2001 Topps rookie card of Ichiro. You guys are very familiar with that. And I also had the chrome version. Nothing too special about this one. Cool card though. I like it. It's kind of iconic pose for Ichiro. But then I have this version. Again, just looking at it, it's a cool card, just like the first one I showed. But then this one has embossed from Topps the employee edition. They made these in 2001. Topps distributed 150 sets of the employee stamped embossed cards to the employees in the New York City office for the holidays for having a record year. These are rare cards. Like I said, just glancing at it, you can't even see it. You wouldn't even be able to pay. You wouldn't even notice it at first. It's something that you really got to look at closely. If you kind of tilt it, and the lighting will show it really well. But these are rare cards. It seems like they're getting harder and harder to find. Like a lot of his stuff once he hit the 3,000 hit mark. But cool cards is something you guys might want to pay attention to if you're in card shows or going through some boxes that have discount cards and stuff like that. You might have some of these Ichiro rookie cards thrown in there, and something you might want to pay a little extra attention to see if that has that special embossing there. I think a majority of people probably kept these in set form, unopened. So a lot of people do with sets. I do that as well myself. But this particular year, at least front of these cards are super glossy, and some people I've seen off of eBay buying the 2001 boxes, the wax boxes, to bust open those packs to see if they can get higher grade like Ichiro card or something like that. The cards become bricked, basically stuck together. So there's peeling these cards apart, and there's getting a ton of damage on the front of these cards. One guy has one of these on eBay. I think he wants $200 to $250 or best offer, and it is in very rough shape. A perfect example of what those cards will look like from being stuck together in a box for so long. So very hard to find this card, much less in good condition. Something you guys pay attention to while you're out there looking around. Number 2 is 1993 Pacific Sports Promotions cards. They made these when Ichiro came to Hawaii to play with the Hilo Stars in the Hawaii Winter League. These are the first cards manufactured from a U.S. company with Ichiro on them. These are again from '93. They do make reproductions of these, so make sure the ones, if you see them, they are from '93. The reproductions will have '93, and then I think below it they have reproduction 2001 on them. So make sure if you're looking for these, you do see these. These are truly the '93, and don't overpay for the repops there. Very cool cards, hard to come by, very hard to come by these cards. Some people may not have seen, or may have seen these, not know exactly what they are, the history behind them. But they made those two, and they also made these two, much rarer, with the gold facsimile autos on them. This one of the kanji, and this one of in the English form. And these were actually signatures that Ichiro had done for them, and they used them on the cards. So very cool to see. Story goes behind all these cards that they made roughly 3,000 sets. I'm sorry, 3,000 of the first two I showed you. to be inserted into team sets. And of these gold facsimile autos, they made 300 to be distributed, 1 into every 10 sets. So these are much rarer and harder to find. They didn't sell very well, and they sold only roughly 2,000 sets. So the remaining cards were put away in storage in a building, and that building later got broken into and robbed. And the people that broke in there took just about, I guess, anything they could get their hands on, including the existing cards of these and the first 2 I showed you there. And the cops were trying to figure out who did the theft, and were getting close. And the guys knew that they were getting close to catching them, so they took the existing cards and burnt them, destroyed the remaining evidence, or remaining cards to destroy any evidence against them that they might find. So very, very, very rare cards. Cool cards, though. Then the last 2 cards are from 2000 Donruss, both career stat line. The senior manager of customer service and redemptions, James McKay, discovers these cards that were illegally made. Donruss didn't have the license to make these cards in 2000. I believe Upper Deck had that license, and Donruss was not supposed to even manufacture or produce these cards. He found these cards, a stack of these cards that had been made, and he and another employee destroyed all of them except for, the story goes, between 7 and 9. I've spoke with him, or I've emailed him back and forth many times about these cards, and want to get it straight from the horse's mouth on this and see exactly what the story is behind these, because there's a lot of different stories. And he said that he had found them, and got another employee, and they destroyed all of them that they had except for 7 to 9. And he had the remaining people that worked in the department that he worked at, that he trusted, and had each one of them, gave each one of them one of these cards, and they're both serial numbered. These 2 are both serial numbered on the back, and he had each person pick out a 4-digit number that was important to them, and that was what was going to be stamped on the back of the card for them. Both of these are stamped the same number, one in silver and one in blue hollow foil. And James actually stamped both of these himself personally. The date on the back is his late father's birthday, May 3rd, 1935. James originally made this one and kept it for himself, and he made this one when he stamped it and sent it to his father to keep. He was going to, I guess, turn him playoff Donruss for fraud and things like that. There's more stuff involved with that. I'm not going to get into all that. But he held on to this one for a long time. He has a lot of medical issues, a ton of medical issues right now. His body's kind of breaking down, and his, muscular dystrophy and stuff like that. But he kept this one for quite a while and ended up selling it to pay medical bills. And then it ended up landing on eBay where I purchased it. And then this one, the one he had sent to his dad at the blue hollow foil, his dad had passed away, and his stepmom actually sold his dad's collection without him knowing. And this one I ended up purchasing from a private seller. So cool cards, very cool cards. Very rare that these pop up for sale anywhere. So crazy story about them. Just some cool cards I want to show you guys. Some of you might be very aware of those cards and the stories behind them, and some of you may not. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching, and you can check out my website at icollectichiro.com, and also follow me or find me on Twitter and Instagram under icollectichiro. Thanks for watching, guys.